Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Daniel Kwak here, and today we're gonna go check out some properties, look for some deals out there. So go ahead and jump in my car. We're gonna go look for some signs to call, and then hopefully make contact with some of the owners. All right, so come on in. Let's go and get in the car. So we're gonna go look at properties around the neighborhood. This is Aurora, Illinois. Lots of rental potentials. Not so much with the fix and flip. I don't think at this exact time in the market is good for fix and flip. Not right now. But we're gonna be looking for, what we're looking for is, we're gonna be looking for for rent signs. And the reason why we're looking for rent signs is because there are landlords that are going through vacancies right now. That chances are they're very frustrated with the vacancy, or they're considering selling, but they're just renting it. They're thinking about renting it out. So what we're looking for is for rent signs. They're out here. We're gonna be looking for them. We're gonna call the number, ask them if they're interested in selling, and usually we get about 20% chance of a yes. So you know, a couple of the properties and you gotta be, another thing you gotta be really aware of is if you look at these properties, you gotta be really good at how much you're worth, right? You got to be really good at understanding what the market is doing right now in this part of town.
Listen to the way you say you wanna get so high.
I'm also looking for apartment buildings, right? I'm a huge, you know, if I'm trying to spend an hour putting together a deal, well, I better buy 14, 16, 20, 36 units instead of these onesies. I mean, I enjoy buying these onesies, but you know, time, right? I gotta make sure I'm putting my time to work. And if I wanna put my time to work, then I gotta be looking for these 14 units, 20 units, 26 units, 24 units. So, so we're gonna be a little bit better. So like I was mentioning earlier, you gotta be able to just point at a property and know exactly what the cost range is gonna be like, right? So if I was, oh, there's a for rent sign right there, perfect. So like that stuff right there, I can tell you it's gonna be easy, 120, 130 right there. So I'm gonna turn around. Actually, I'm gonna try to park somewhere. Needs a lot of work. I can tell the steps need work. Luckily, it's brick, so it actually might give it another $10,000-$20,000 of value, especially for this area. Since a lot of this area, the exterior is usually siding, vinyl or aluminum. So yeah, this needs a lot of, first of all, landscaping. We gotta get rid of all the trees, right? So we're gonna call that number. All right, here we go. So this is how you do it. They might say no, so 80% of the time they say no. Where are we at? Prairie Street. Hello? Hey, I see a sign in front of your property on Prairie Street for the one for rent. Yeah, hi. I see that it's for rent. I'm actually a local investor myself, a landlord myself. Do you have any interest in possibly selling the property?
Not at this moment, maybe in the future.
Okay, all right, take care. Yeah, so 80% of the time they're gonna say no. It's inevitable. So this is all a numbers game. So what you're doing is just calling. Obviously, the fastest way to do this, or some people may think the fastest way to do this is get on Zillow or get on Trulia and look for for rent ads. You want to go with those for rent signs, and the reason, and I'm going to give you the psychology behind that, right? The psychology behind the for rent sign, and especially if they're not listed online, tells me that they might be an older, the landlord might be an older person that hasn't quite figured out this thing called internet yet, right? So what I'm doing is, because I know they're not as sophisticated in terms of using technology, I know chances are they're trying to get out, right? They're older, they're trying to retire. So I'm gonna call them because I know a good amount of time that they're looking to retire, they're looking to get out of the rental game, they're sick and tired, they can't cash out. So I'm gonna be there to do some cash out. Now, so you guys can see the neighborhood, you got factories here, factories there. So this is more of a blue collar area, or you know, you're not gonna be getting 1,500 or anything more for rent. You're just not going to get it. You're going to get for 2-bedroom here, you're looking at 900 to 1,100. 3-bedroom, 1,200, 1,300. You'll be lucky if you can get 1,400 and up in any property. It doesn't matter where how good it looks. It's just the neighborhood. I can tell you that's for the whole thing. That's gonna get about 1,200. For upstairs, that's gonna get about 900, 800. Right. So you guys have to just be able to name it out. Right. Call out the rent and know how much the property is gonna be worth. Again, that's 140, 100. That's a little more better because it's rehab, so it's about 120. We're looking at 100, 140, 100. Right, so you gotta be able to just call it out. That much of expertise is required if you want to really be good at just making decisions like that. Good deal, bad deal, right? Here's a for sale sign. I never call those, by the way, because you call those, you're dealing with crap all the time. Waste of time, it really is. And really, the conversation for owner financing, it's really hard calling off of an agent for a sale or for rent sign. So just driving through the neighborhood just like this, just checking it out. Again, the west side of Aurora is really nice. See that? That's a nice property too. All right, well maintained, clean, right, pristine. A lot of these properties are clean. You guys can see that. All right. Again, I like single family. I'm looking for apartment deals. I'm looking for the diamonds, right? I'm looking for the money makers. I'm looking for value. I'm looking for income. I'm looking for revenue. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll look around here. There's Delana. This leads to the downtown area. So I'm looking for apartments. That's what I'm looking for. Now, with apartments, it's a little different because when you call the for rent sign, if you call it for rent sign, you're not gonna get the owner, especially anything that's six and up units. 6 units and up, you're not gonna get your owner. You are gonna get the management, but what you want to do, if you can't get any contact information, if you can't get any phone numbers, you just interview the tenants, right? You just pull in the parking lot. You wait for a tenant to come out of the property. Usually, it's better when you drive around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. That's when you'll get tenants coming back from work. Then you interview them, you ask them some questions, right? Hey, do you have the contact information of the landlord, or do you like living around here? What's the rent, right? How is the condition? Who do you work for? What job do you have? Gives me an idea of the demographics and the population around here, right? And back again, we're in the northwestern side of Aurora. You can see that it's a little bit maintenance heavy. Smaller homes. So there you have it. And I'm just looking around to see what kind of demographics that I'm dealing with. So here we go. All these smaller homes, these are going to be 80, 90. This is 90, 100 at best. So again, more factory, a lot of industrial buildings. Gives me an idea where the money is coming from, right? How the money is made by the tenants. It's really important. If there's no jobs, if there's no job market to support the rent, then I'm gonna be losing money, right? So as long as there's good economy, good employment here, that's where you want to be. So I'm gonna jump back on Lake Street and I'm gonna go ahead and head over back. So if you're just starting out in the investing world, if you're looking for rental properties, you're looking for owner financing, little down payment as possible. Oh, there's an apartment building right here. That's a deal. All right. This looks like a 6 unit. So if you're looking for apartment buildings and you're just getting started, you haven't got a deal yet, this is one of the ways you can do it. Pulse the way through it. There's an apartment building. I'm going to take a look at that right now. Looks like either a 12 unit or a 6 unit. Looks like a 6 unit. Now you can tell just by 2 things, right? You can either count the gas meter, or you can look at how the glass block window. Chances are that's a bathroom. So there's 6 bathrooms, and I know these aren't going to be massively huge properties. I know you're looking at easily. Yeah, you're looking at a unit. So you can count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one's probably public meter. So we got 6 electric meter, tells me it's 6 units, right? Last one's for public. That's the one to for hallway lights, right? Laundry lights, There's some parking. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head back to the office. I'm gonna crunch in the address, figure out who the owner is, make contact. If it's under an LLC or a corporation, I can find out if there's an attorney or an accountant representing as a registered agent. If I have an accountant or attorney contact, I can get phone numbers just like that. 99% of the time, I can get phone numbers. Just call the phone number and say, hey, was just driving by your apartment building, was interested in your selling, right? As they say, everything is for sale at the right price. So if I can get someone out, cash them out, help them make some money while I get into a good deal, while the figures work, why not, right? That's how you create deals instead of finding deals, by the way. So if you're looking to create deals instead of finding them all the time, or always trying to run after these deals that people are competing for, right? I don't want that, right? I don't want competition. I want to dominate. That's all I'm at. So I'm calling random deals that I like. I'm seeing good locations, and I'm finding out who the owner is, and I ask them if they're interested in selling at the right price. That's all it is. So